Cisco, what happened to everybody?
That is something you're gonna have to see for yourself.
You're from before she dies, aren't you? 2024, I made it. Tell me who Savitar is. We'll stop him before he even tries.
You are gonna be so surprised when you find out.
You're in for a world of pain.
Flash. All new episodes return Tuesday, April 25th on the CW.
What's going on, guys? So it's not a trick this time. That's a reference to the April Fool's joke I played. If you guys are watching this and you have no idea what the hell I just said that. But anyways, we're going to break down the freaking episode 19 of season 3 Flash trailer right now. And why don't we just jump into it? The trailer starts off with Barry in a trashed room, something that's been deserted for a while, and if you really pay close attention to it, this is actually his apartment that him and Iris live in, and that's why it shows, you know, all of these photo albums right here, and you see the photo of Joe and Iris because this is their old apartment. So it seems like nobody has stayed in that apartment since Iris's death, which seems really weird. Maybe Barry bought the apartment and they just never used it again because it's really weird. So it has to be really public, and I guess on the news, that Joe West's daughter died, Captain Joe West, something like that. Or it was just, I don't know, because it's very weird for me to believe that a high-end apartment like that would not get back on the market even if somebody died that lived in it. Cut to future Cisco looking all raggedy. Actually, he doesn't even look that bad. It just looks like he didn't do his hair for once and his hair's back in a ponytail. But, you know, if this is going to be, I'm assuming, the first meeting between past Barry and future Cisco, and he's just talking about, he's telling Barry, you're going to have to find out for yourself, when Barry asks him, like, where's everybody else? So that's basically what this episode's gonna be about. It's gonna be a journey about what happened to everybody on the Flash team after Iris's death. This shot right here of what I'm assuming is Barry pulling off a tarp off of some machines. This looks like the speed room where Wally trains, where Barry trains, basically where everybody's starting to train now. This looks like just the future version of that room. I mean, basically what we're taking from this is the team has disbanded after Savitar has killed Iris. Like, it looks like nobody continued working to fight to save the city, and I'm assuming Savitar just stayed alive or something? I don't know. Because right now, freaking nobody is the Flash, and it looks like Team Flash is totally donezo. And with me saying that, we know why, because we got this clip right here of freaking Barry going all Spider-Man 3 on us. Yes, that is right. Emo Barry is the reason why freaking the team has disbanded. It looks like, you know, losing Iris has just, you know, put him at his lowest low, and he is just no longer wanting to be the Flash because he couldn't save the person he loved. When we see future Barry, aka Emo Barry, talking to past Barry, he asks him, "You're before she dies, aren't you?" That cuts to this scene of Barry right here in front of the glass board where they have all of the future headlines on it. And that is just another indication that the team is just donezo after Iris's death. They don't continue to do anything because how the hell is that board the same way after, what are we, freaking 10 plus years? I don't know how far they're jumping in the future. 7 years, I think? The reason why I say 7 years is I'm assuming in the Flash universe right now it is 2017, and this next clip has Barry getting hit with the newspaper, and I'm assuming this is where he's going to find out that he is in 2024. And one little thing that a lot of you guys have told me about, something that I noticed as well, this episode is coming back on April 25th, freaking 2017, but it's going to be April 25th, 2024 is when the newspaper and the Flash freaking disappeared from season 1. We've all seen that headline. We've all been wondering what's going to be the big tragic thing that causes the Flash to disappear. Well, apparently, I'm assuming it's Emo Barry was the reason why the freaking Flash disappeared. Again, I know a lot of you guys are going to say that, you know, it could be two separate instances. Emo Barry doesn't necessarily mean the 2024 thing is what's going to happen with the Flash. But don't forget, if you've seen Legends of Tomorrow, we got a message from the Flash in like 2058. So it's not that big of a deal, whatever this 2024 thing is. From there, it jumps to this scene of past Barry talking to future Wally, who is in a wheelchair. Now, we can only assume that Wally is more than likely paralyzed from the waist down, meaning he can't run anymore, but we don't know exactly why he is. I guess the safest bet is that Savitar did that to him. Maybe he went to go fight Savitar after, you know, he killed Iris. So when he went after him, freaking Savitar knocks him out, or like breaks his spine or something like that. I don't know. A lot of people go with the breaking of the back thing just because it's very Batman. But, you know, Savitar I feel like would probably, like, vibrate through his spine and break it and then come out like that, which would be hella brutal, and I kind of wish they would show that because that would be gangsta. That's the safest bet, although I would love for it to be something about Wally's powers, because remember, he got them from Savitar. I would like it that his power started degenerating him and it caused him to lose his legs, or his, you know, the speed caused him to be paralyzed from the waist down. That would be a more interesting, like, outcome of why he's in the wheelchair instead of Savitar just destroying his spine, because that just seems very, you know, typical for a villain thing to do. But if it was because of the way he got his powers caused him to lose his legs, that'd be kind of cool. After that, we see Barry saying, well, tell me who Savitar is, we'll stop him before he even tries, blah, blah, blah. You know, just, I'm assuming he's pleading to future Barry about letting me know who Savitar is so I can go destroy him. But that is kind of followed up by, you know, a Killer Frost right here putting her hands on the freaking wall, probably looking all sexy because that's how she freaking looks. And she's big. But we see Killer Frost say, you're going to be so surprised when you find out who it is. So is Barry not going to find out who Savitar is in this episode? Meaning he's going to go all the way to the future for nothing? Or possibly that Savitar knows he will go to the future, so maybe Savitar has threatened everybody in the future to tell everybody that they cannot tell past Flash about, you know, that shit. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting because why wouldn't they say it? Why wouldn't, you know, Barry find out who Savitar is, or why wouldn't Killer Frost say it? You know, it seems like he's going to end up leaving the future with no help at all. He's just going to see how desperate and terrible life is after Iris dies. After Killer Frost says you're going to be so surprised, we see this scene of Barry who looks pretty pissed off, and there's a shadowy figure in the background. Who could that be? My best guess is Malfoy. I mean, maybe Malfoy has lived through this whole thing, and that is who it is. It could just be some random guy in a lab coat, but I would assume that maybe Malfoy is still alive somehow, unless Caitlin killed him, or I should say Killer Frost. But I don't know, it's my only guess on who that could be. One thing you may have noticed when you watched this trailer, there was no Joe and there was no HR. Very curious to see if we're going to see them at all in this episode, or if we're going to figure out what happened to them. We did see Joe in the photo, but remember, he's supposed to get, like, honored for some reason. Did he die, or did he do something cool that deserved an honor? And what's going to be the whole deal with HR? Because remember, Savitar said he's the only one that survives his wrath. Cut to Barry getting his ass kicked by some guy. Now, do you guys know who this dude is? Because I don't. The only person that I kind of think it could be is he kind of looks like Mirror Master. Because remember, Mirror Master had that kind of beard thing going on and whatnot, and he wore a suit. This kind of looks like Mirror Master, although he looks a little bit chubbier. But I don't know who this dude is, why he's able to kick the Flash's ass. It would have to be one of his villains, but I don't know. I'm going to assume it's going to be Mirror Master. But I do want to know who you think it is, or if you do know who it is, let me know in the comment sections down below. After Barry's done getting his ass kicked, we get a sneak peek of the future Flash suit. I don't think this is the past Flash. I think this is the future Flash's suit. I'm pretty sure after Barry talks to him, or whatever, he's going to finally get the suit back on and try to go after Savitar, and that's going to lead to the whole thing going full circle, where Savitar actually, the Flash actually traps Savitar in eternity, or in the Speed Force, where he can never get out. And this is just a sneak peek of the new suit that he'll have in the future. We get to see some Barry versus Barry action right here. It just looks like a little cheap shove, to be honest. Like, man, I'm Spider-Man 3! So that, I don't know what's going to be going on there. This could be the first time they meet. It could be after they talk for a little bit. Maybe past Barry says something to future Barry to piss him off about Iris or something like that. I don't really know. But if you do notice, they are in the Futuristic Room where you would see the 2024 storyline all the time. They're in that room right there. It seems to be covered in a bunch of stuff, like they used it for storage. So I'm going to be interested to see what happens to that room. And then the last scene is just Barry holding his head after, more than likely, he just got his ass kicked by that guy, because he just seems really tired. Looks like he's in the same alley that he got his ass kicked in. So I'm just going to assume that's just an extra clip from that scene. And that is basically the trailer. Now, I want to talk about Sabotage Identity, because a lot of people have been sending me this on Twitter and Instagram, and they think that they have found out who Sabotage Identity is, and it's this guy right here from IMDb, because it clearly says Savitar under his name. Now, you can go check this out on IMDb right now. It is still there. I checked right before I filmed this video. It's where I got this picture. It's legitimately there. But that does not mean it is Savitar. One thing a lot of people don't seem to understand about TV or movies, or just, you know, how Hollywood works, is a lot of people in the suits are not the actors that will be the ones that actually act as the person. They're just the body. Because this dude is hella massive. He is a big dude. If you notice, they went from CGI Savitar to an actual suit for Savitar. And Savitar was always a big fucking massive thing. So they needed a big dude to do that, and they got this guy. And if you go through his IMDb, he seems more of a stuntman than an actual actor. So they're just using this guy for his body size. He's not necessarily gonna be Savitar. The Flash has done this before. You guys actually think that the man in the metal mask was actually John Wesley Shipp every time? It wasn't. And it actually looked like the guy that played the man in the metal mask was actually smaller than John Wesley Shipp. So, you know, there's some continuity things there, but, you know, whatever. This guy is not Savitar. And then on top of that, in this actual trailer, we saw Killer Frost tell Barry, you're going to be so surprised when you find out who it is. Meaning the Flash is probably going to give us the same typical ending where we're shocked. I'm not, but you know, a lot of people are shocked by it being somebody that Barry knows. The biggest thing right now is everybody's saying that Savitar is going to be Future Flash, which would be Barry, and I don't know. Look, the only way I could see that working is if freaking Future Barry, Emo Barry somehow goes back in the future and helps past Flash save Iris, but by doing that, it causes something to happen with him, and he becomes Savitar, and he has to kill Iris to try to change his timeline so he's not suffering. It would just be so ridiculous and crazy, because I don't see why at any point freaking Barry would kill Iris. It just wouldn't happen. Even Future Flash's storyline, he's going back in time to kill villains to save Wally. So why would he go back and kill somebody that he loves? That's why I don't believe that freaking Barry is Savitar. Now, could Savitar be somebody like Joe or, you know, freaking Harrison Wells or HR or whatever? It could be. I think Joe would be interesting, but again, why would Joe kill his daughter? Wouldn't make any sense, so I'm going to throw that out there. It could be HR, but I am going to be so pissed if it is HR, because that is going to be, what, the third season in a row that he's a villain or he betrays the team? Like, that storyline's over, Flash. Please, do not do that storyline. But on top of freaking Barry, that a lot of people are saying it's going to be Barry or Future Flash, a lot of people are saying it's going to be Jay Garrick. A lot of people, I just say Garrick really quickly, okay? You guys always want the pronunciation on the damn K. Jay Garrick. A lot of people are assuming it's going to be him because he's currently trapped in that damn, you know, never-ending hell to take Wally's place. So I could see that, but again, they would be giving us a John Wesley Shipp reveal. You want me to go on a 20-minute rant on why that is stupid? Because I did it last season on the finale, and you want to do it to me again? I'll easily double that rant time. Because then you're going to tell me John Wesley Shipp is freaking Barry Allen, freaking Henry Allen, Jay Garrick, and Savitar? Do not do that to me, Flash. Do not do that to me, and you better as hell, nah, freaking, don't even, I don't know. So there you have it. Savitar could be anybody. I just wanted to clear this up because I'm getting a lot of messages about it that I don't think that dude is Savitar. He is just a stunt guy that is wearing the suit right now, and then when they do a reveal, it'll totally be somebody different. Anyways, guys, that is it for this breakdown, but I do want to know, who do you think is actually Savitar? Who is it going to be, and what is your theory on how it is actually Savitar? And if it's going to be somebody we know, who do you think it is? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Guys and gals, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with all of your Flash buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all things nerdy and geeky on this channel. As always, I'm your host, JUICEbox. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself something. If I'm a daily dose of juice, see you guys next time. Bye!